Welcome back to the Clearinghouse Services video series. In this video, we'll be talking about owner-operators, who they are and what defines them, and what their responsibilities are in the FMCSA Clearinghouse. The Clearinghouse is a secure online database that will give employers and other authorized users real-time information about drug and alcohol program violations for commercial driver's license and commercial learner's permit holders. So, what is an owner-operator? Well, an owner-operator is any employer who employs himself or herself as a CDL driver. For the sake of the Clearinghouse, this includes all owners that also drive, not just the typical one truck, one driver operation. Owner-operators are subject to the requirements pertaining to employers as well as those pertaining to drivers. So, what do owner-operators do in the FMCSA Clearinghouse? Well, there are some functions the owner-operator can do themselves in the Clearinghouse, and some functions are required to be performed by a consortium third-party administrator, often referred to as a CTPA. So, the tasks that are specific to the owner-operator themselves is to register in the Clearinghouse. Owner-operators register first as an employer, not a driver. Once registered, the owner-operator enters his or her driver information. Then, designate a CTPA, as there are some tasks for the owner-operator that must be performed by the CTPA. The owner-operator must designate a CTPA. And then, select and purchase a query plan. For the single unit owner-operator, we recommend a minimum query plan of 2 queries to begin with. These are $1.25 each. So, what are the tasks for the CTPA? Well, if an owner-operator commits a drug and alcohol program violation, this information must be reported on their behalf by the CTPA. And now let's cover some of the tasks that could be performed by either the owner-operator or the CTPA on their behalf. Report negative return-to-duty test results and the successful completion of a driver's follow-up testing plan. Violation information about other drivers employed by the owner-operator. Conduct queries to check if prospective employees are prohibited from performing safety-sensitive functions, such as operating CMVs, due to an unresolved drug and alcohol program violation. Perform at least annually a query on all drivers, including the owner-operator. And until January 6, 2023, conduct both electronic queries in the Clearinghouse and manual offline inquiries to previous employers for pre-employment driver investigations. And for owner-operators in all FMCSA regulated companies, it is very important to not assume that a CTPA will perform tasks on your behalf. You must communicate with the CTPA about what services you are hiring them to perform. There should be a written agreement. Now let's take just a moment to discuss the reporting of drug test positive results. All positive drug test results will be reported by the medical review officer who reviewed and verified the result. The medical review officers will be required to report verified positive, adulterated, or substituted controlled substances test results, as well as refusals to take a drug test. This must occur within 2 business days of the verification or determination. Within 1 business day of making any change to the results report, the MRO must report that changed result. And now let's touch on consent for queries. Drivers will be required to log into the Clearinghouse and provide electronic consent before a current or prospective employer can conduct a full query of a driver's Clearinghouse record. The pre-employment query is always a full query. The annual required can be a limited query, and consent can be on a paper form. If a limited query returns that records were found, a full query must be conducted on the driver within 24 hours, or the driver must be removed from safety-sensitive functions. Now, let's touch real quick about how you could get assistance with the FMCSA Clearinghouse. Many owner-operators find the new requirements of the FMCSA Clearinghouse to be a bit overwhelming. At best, just one more thing that needs to be done to stay in compliance and on the road. Contact clearinghouseservices.com for expert professional assistance in navigating the FMCSA Clearinghouse. Don't go it alone. Get affordable, professional, and expert help from clearinghouseservices.com. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. If you found it helpful in any way, hit that like button and consider sharing it with your friends and colleagues on social, via email, or even text message. And to stay updated with the FMCSA Clearinghouse and other helpful info, subscribe to the Clearinghouse Services channel.